John Beltran back from Brush High School where the Bead Diggers lead the Pinnacle Timberwolves 18-8 as we head to the second quarter of this 3A Regional Championship game. And Alicia Nichols really took over the game completely without Erin Berg in there. She just occupied the paint and was able to score at will down low. Berg is back in there with Rosenbrock, Chisholm, Padilla, and Alicia Nichols. And for the Pinnacle, Jamie Casares, Jordan Vera, Chris Anderson, Rose Akes, and Adiana Loya. Very thin team already for the Pinnacle, and even thinner with 3 fouls out of their point guard, Jessica Santi-Steven. Lob pass down low off the hand of Rose Akes out of bounds, intended for Berg over there. And to throw it in will be Padilla, as the Bead Diggers obviously have the basketball first to begin the second. Bounce pass inside to Nichols, misses. She gets the rebound and banks it in. Holy mahungus. Nichols missed and then followed it up. She's got 12 of the game. Bead Diggers lead 20-8. Jump pass in the left corner over to Akes. Akes backing in on Rosenbrock into the lane. Hook shot is up and good off the glass for Rose Akes. She's got 6. Bead Diggers 20, the Timberwolves 10. 7:25 to go in the second. Rosenbrock lobs it right baseline through the hands of Padilla. Berg saves it in, but to Chris Anderson. 6 turnover for Brush. Anderson at the free throw line into the lane. Shot blocked by Nichols. Taken away by Akes. She puts it up. That shot is short. And Erin Berg had the rebound. Stripped away by Akes out of bounds. It's off of Akes. So the Bead Diggers did commit a turnover in the backcourt, but then Akes could not control it. It'll be Brush basketball. And here comes Alicia Nichols, as Alexis Ramirez is back into the game. Picks her up in midcourt. At the top of the key, Nichols. Left baseline, Padilla down low. Rosenbrock banks and misses. The ball is volleyballed out of bounds, and it's off the hands of the Timberwolves. Bead Digger basketball. Boy, Brush is crushing the Pinnacle on the boards. 7 rebounds for the Pinnacle. Nichols by herself has 10. The Bead Diggers as a team have 20. Padilla right of the basket to throw it in. Lobs it near the top. Rosenbrock 3 is up, and that's an air ball. Berg chases it down, but throws it into the Pinnacle bench as she was falling out of bounds. Yeah, Rosenbrock hasn't had too many touches in this game, considering that Alicia Nichols has been so dominant down low with 12 points. 6:45 to go in the second. Bead Diggers 20 and the Pinnacle 10. On the outside right, Loya inside to Akes all the way. She lost the basketball out of bounds. She had the layup but couldn't control it. And the Pinnacle now has committed their 8th turnover. The Bead Diggers have 7. Kennedy Guzman into the game. Dribbles top of the key. Lobs it down low for Berg. Berg goes up, and she's stripped out of bounds by Anderson. Berg thought she was definitely fouled. Bead Diggers retain possession. Berg has yet to score in the game. Padilla to throw it in. Bounce pass inside to Guzman. She's fouled as she went up by Jamie Casares, as Guzman cut to the left of the basket, and Casares nailed her from behind. That's the first foul on Casares. Both teams, by the way, are in the penalty. Doesn't matter here because Guzman was shooting anyway. She will attempt 2. The Bead Digger freshman bends, shoots, good. Brush in the lead, 21-10. Your one-stop shop for all of your banking and investment needs, from checking to savings to IRAs, is Morgan Federal Bank. 321 Ensign Street, Morgan Federal Bank, member FDIC. Second free throw off the back of the rim, and the long rebound to Ramirez of the Pinnacle. Into the front court is Casares at the free throw line. She runs right into a Bead Digger defender, Kennedy Guzman, and the foul is called about 12 feet away from the basket. 1-on-1 situation. It's Brush's 8th foul as a team. Kennedy Guzman's 2nd. Well, this team is very aggressive. And Casares to the line. Brush leads by 11. Brush leads by 10. The free throw is good. Only 2 field goals in the game so far for the Pinnacle. They have made 7 out of 9 free throws. Second free throw is up, and that is off to the right. And Alicia Nichols grabs her 11th rebound. Double team in the backcourt. Now to Guzman. She's got a 4-on-3. Middle of the lane. Guzman jump pass to Berg. Turns, banks, and spins, and no good. Rebound Rosenbrock. She misses, and the ball is tipped out of bounds. Bead Digger basketball. Well, Berg is not in her game offensively, but again, she's had limited time. But she's getting looks now. To throw it in is Padilla. Left baseline to Guzman. Lost it. Still loose on the floor, and it's still loose, and Nichols is tied up over there by Alexis Ramirez. And the possession arrow goes to the Pinnacle, with the Bead Diggers leading 21-11 with 6:08 to go in the second quarter of this 3A Regional Championship game. For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer at Northern Colorado Title, 205 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan. Left corner into the lane all the way is Loya. She missed a wild shot. She went from corner to basket. Kennedy Guzman grabs the rebound for Brush. Into the front court, Nichols. Right corner, Rosenbrock. Down low, Berg. She banks and misses, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Padilla. Aaron's still not on her game offensively, but it hasn't mattered. She certainly was on her game last Saturday with the 18 points and 13 rebounds in the Patriot League Tournament Championship game against Eaton. On the outside right is Anderson, guarded by Berg over there. The Bead Diggers in a man-to-man. Lob down low, tipped away by Nichols. Loose, but it's taken by Anderson. She's fouled. That'll be the 19th foul. She was fouled well above the arc. And let's see who committed the Bead Digger foul. There were two Bead Diggers there. And it was Aaron Berg with her first. And here is Chris Anderson with a 1-and-1. Her free throw in the air, and that's good. The free throws are keeping the Pinnacle in the game. Rebecca Walker back in for Sarah Padilla. Walker, Alicia Nichols, Aaron Berg, Darla Rosenbrock, Kennedy Guzman for Brush. Jamie Casares, Rose Akes. Alexis Ramirez, second free throw short. And the rebound to Darla Rosenbrock, Chris Anderson, and Adriana Loya, the other players out there for the Pinnacle. Berg inside off the feed, and she's fouled as she scores off the excellent feed from Guzman. She goes to the line. There was a hesitation call, and the foul appeared to be on Adriana Loya. And now Berg has scored for the first time in the game. Boy, she established herself just to the right of the basket, and that time was able to score. Aaron Berg to the line. The Bead Diggers lead by 11. Free throw is perfect. Swish for Aaron Berg. 24-12 Brush. Still lots of time to go in the second. 5:21 to go. Casares at the top of the key. Picked up by Guzman on the left wing to Anderson. Up top to Loya. Three in the air is an air ball. And a couple of chances of air ball for the Bead Digger crowd. Not too many. And the first action of the game for Ariana Kendall replacing Adriana Loya for the Pinnacle. And the press being applied by this Pinnacle team. Rebecca Walker in the backcourt feeds it to Guzman. Guzman spinning across the timeline, dribbling to the right of the free throw line, right baseline, bounce pass to Berg. She banks and hits, and she's fouled again! To the line is Aaron Berg, attempting her second three-point conversion in as many possessions. And the foul was on Ariana Kendall. Yeah, the Bead Diggers have two very effective players down low. And Berg and Nichols, the free throw is perfect. Berg now with 6. The Bead Diggers have their biggest advantage of 15, 27-12. 5 minutes to go in the second. On the outside right, Akes dribbles right baseline all the way, banks it up and in. She drove by Rosenbrock. Akes scores. She's got 8 in the game. 27-14 Brush. The other way, Guzman lost the basketball, picks it up underneath the basket. Now to Rosenbrock, shot off the glass, good. To the left of the lane from 7 feet away, Darla Rosenbrock scores. Bead Diggers back up by 15, 29-14. Both teams like to run. You can barely write down a stat in this game. Top of the key, Casares. Right of the lane, back out to Akes, into the lane. Baseline pass to Ramirez all the way. Jump pass back out to Anderson. Pulls up from 12 straight away, short. Alicia Nichols grabs her 12th rebound for Brush. Dribbles across the timeline. 4-on-3 to Berg all the way. Berg banks and hits. Berg scores off the glass. And all of a sudden she's got 8 points in the last minutes of this basketball game. And the Bead Diggers in blowout mode, 31-14. Anderson all the way off the glass, too strong. Rebound Anderson. She's fouled as she misses. Anderson to the line. Alicia Nichols commits the Bead Digger foul. That's probably the first mistake, maybe first or second mistake Nichols has made the entire game, as good as she's been. Anderson has 3 points in the game. The free throw's in the air, and that's good. Adriana Loya back in for Ariana Kendall. Committed to serving those in production. Ag, Premier Farm Credit, is the gold standard in ag lending. I don't know how aggressive the Bead Diggers were offensively last night, but tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, their offense has been productive. Second free throw, no good. And Alicia Nichols with her 13th rebound. 31-15 Brush. 3:55 to go in the opening half. On the high right, Chisholm with the basketball. Straight away to Guzman all the way. Now she's cut off in the lane. Back out to Chisholm. Right baseline for Walker. Walker looking to her left. Backs it out to Chisholm. Dribbles to her right. Chisholm in the right corner. Walker, 15-footer, is off the back of the rim. Rebound to Kennedy. Guzman lost it loose on the floor. And we got a tie-up that should stay with Brush. Alicia Nichols was tied up by Rose Akes. And let's see who triggers it in. It'll be Guzman. Only 13 rebounds for Nichols in the first 12-plus minutes of the game. Incredible. Guzman looking. Bounce pass to Rebecca Walker. She banks and misses. Rose Akes has her fourth rebound for the Pinnacle. Across midcourt to the right of the free throw line. Spinning into the lane. In the right corner is taken by Ramirez. Cross-court pass Anderson. Left wing three is good for Chris Anderson. 4 in the quarter, 6 in the game. B-Digger still up by double digits. 31-18. 3:15 to go in the second. Chisholm on the outside right. Kennedy Guzman all the way. She banks and misses the easy one. Rebound, Rebecca Walker. She banks it in. Guzman missed an easy layup, but Walker there to clean it up. 33-18 Brush. Casares down low for Loya. Dribbles the ball off her foot, picked up by Berg. Here comes Guzman. Guzman 3-on-1, middle of the lane. Bounce pass over to Chisholm. She banks and scores. She's fouled, and Chisholm to the line. The Beat Diggers lead by 17. Holy mahungus, what a performance by the Beat Diggers in the opening half. And the foul was on Casares. That's her second. Guzman with the assist. Callie Chisholm to the line. Beat Diggers only had 43 points in a game last night. And the free throw is in for Chisholm. She's got 5. 36-18 Brush. And Guzman will now take a well-deserved rest. Into the game is Jennifer Gutierrez. Beat Diggers by 18. Casares at the free throw line. Left wing for Anderson. Dribbles against Berg. Into the paint. Spinning all the way. Fouled by Berg. On the floor. Doesn't matter. It'll be 2 free throws. Both teams are in the double bonus. And it's Berg's second foul. And here's Chris Anderson. Boy, lots of free throws taken by the Pinnacle in this opening half. The Anderson free throw is good. Anderson in the game has 7 points. Carly Nichols in for Aaron Berg, and she might be done for the rest of the half. And Adiana Loya is out in favor of Jordan Vera. Second free throw is up and off the back of the rim. The long rebound is taken by Alexis Ramirez, and Aaron Berg's going to the locker room. I'm sensing that she's not feeling 100%, not even close. Straight away three, up and no good off the back of the rim. Missed by Casares, and we've got a whistle and a foul. And it was a push from behind on the Pinnacle. So the Beat Diggers will have free throws on the other end. And that foul was committed by Chris Anderson, her second. So the Pinnacle has 4 players with at least 2 fouls, and we're talking about a team with only 9 players on their roster. 2:34 to go in the second. Callie Chisholm for 2, and the first one is in. Second free throw upcoming. The Beat Diggers almost have as many points in the first half this afternoon as they did in the entire game last night. Second free throw is in. 7 points for Chisholm. Brush leads by 19, 38-19. Casares at the top of the key into the lane. Floats it down low for Akes. Back out. The 15-footer's up and good. And that was Akes. The initial pass was to Ramirez. Akes has 6 1/4, 10 in the game. Chisholm left of the free throw line, and she traveled. The Beat Diggers have committed their 8th turnover. The Pinnacle has 9, 2:16 to go in the second. Brush leads 38-21. Vera triggers it in. Here comes Casares across midcourt. At the top of the three-point circle, dribbles to her left, cut off by Alicia Nichols. Back to her right, faking the three is Vera to Anderson. Anderson into the lane all the way, banks it up and in. Beat Diggers let her go to the right of the hole, or to the right of the rim, I should say. She scored. Here's Chisholm the other way, left baseline Walker, 10-footer, good. Well, the Beat Diggers are running just as much as this Pinnacle team. 40-23 Brush, a minute 45 to go before the break. Vera into the lane, she's fouled. Hopefully that was Gutierrez and not Nichols. If not, it would be Nichols' second. It was Gutierrez. It's only her first. And to the line will be Jordan Vera. 2 free throws already for the Pinnacle, as Aaron Berg is back on the bench for Brush. And the free throws, a line drive in and out. Let's see. Let's get the free throw total for him. Jessica Gordius in for Jennifer Gutierrez. This is the 18th free throw taken by the Pinnacle in the opening half, and that one's off the back of the rim, and the rebound to Rebecca Walker, her third. Outlet to Alicia Nichols, now to Gordius. Left baseline for Walker, into the lane, turns, shoots, scores from 6 feet away for Rebecca Walker. She's got 10 in the game. Her shot's been on off the bench. 42-23 Brush. Entry pass taken there by Akes. Akes with the basketball, backs up for the three, and that's off the front of the rim. Alicia Nichols with her 14th rebound. Nichols has triple teamed in the backcourt. Beatdiggers could have a four. Now she dribbles by two. Into the front court by three. Right baseline, Carly Nichols banks and scores. Carly Nichols banks and scores. This is a clinic for Brush. 44-23. On the outside right, Vera with the basketball against Gordius. Backs up for a three. No good. Strong side rebound to Callie Chisholm, her third. Chisholm across midcourt, a 4-on-2 for Brush. To the baseline to Nichols. She misses. Carly Nichols missed, and the ball is retrieved in the corner by Chris Anderson. Boy, this is just up and down action from the Digger Dome. Anderson down low for Akes all the way, banks it in. Rose Akes scores, 8 in the quarter, 12 in the game, but Brush leads by 19, 44-25, 34 seconds to go before the break. Top of the key, Chisholm with the basketball, dribbling to her right. In the right corner for Alicia Nichols, and she's tied up. They call a tie-up on that. And it goes over to the Pinnacle. Well, that's hard to believe. It looked like Nichols had more control of that basketball, but nonetheless, the Pinnacle has it with 27.9 to go. Casares the other way across midcourt at the top of the key. Picked up by Nichols. Beatdiggers in a man-to-man. On the right wing, Jordan Vera dribbles right baseline. The floater's up and in. About a 5-footer for Jordan Vera on the right baseline. She scores for the first time. There's a steal. Vera misses the shot. Rebound to Alicia Nichols. Nichols with her 15th rebound. Long pass to Gordius, and she missed the three, but she traveled prior to that. Beatdiggers with a couple of turnovers there in a 15-second span. And what do we have here? The buzzer blew at midcourt. Then we have a double dribble. Apparently, there was some confusion by Rose Akes in the backcourt. She heard the buzzer, and she stopped. Then she dribbled again, but the referees had not signaled play to stop. Play was already ongoing. So it's turnover number 9 for the Pinnacle. The Beatdiggers up 44-27 with 1.4 seconds to go. And just beyond midcourt, Nichols to trigger it in. Nichols looking. Left baseline pass. Walker, 15-footer, is an air ball. That's the end of the opening half. But the Beatdiggers have scored more in this first half than they did in the entire game last night. We're at the break in this 3A Regional Championship game from Brush High School. It is Brush 44, the Pinnacle 27 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.